Hello, everyone. Mark Potter. I was going to talk to you today, and I may still talk to you today about I've been doing a series on my autobiography, and so I might talk to you about some part of that. Here's it. I grew up in Ohio, Vermillion, Ohio, a small town halfway between Cleveland and Toledo, and I lived out in the township, the country part of it, not in the city. And that whole 20 years of my life, I certainly do want to tell you about in detail over 50 or 60,000 videos. But the part I'm going to talk about now is leaving Ohio. I left Ohio when I was about 20, 19 or 20. And I had no other way to leave there than to just start walking down the road, the country road, not knowing where I was going, not knowing if I could get anywhere. I knew so little. The example I usually use for that is I didn't know how to open a can of soup even at that time. And somehow, I don't know when I did it, but I went into town and I got some money out of the bank. I don't know how I got my checkbook because my parents controlled the checkbook. And I bought a water canteen, a rather large backpack with an aluminum frame, and a sleeping bag. And I had never had those things. I didn't know. I was just working on intuition, I think, to even know to buy them. Uh, and then I just started hitchhiking. And I went the wrong direction. I meant to go out west. I had no clue that I had gone the wrong direction until I got to Pittsburgh. And then I realized, okay, if I'm in Pittsburgh, I went the wrong way. So I stayed in Pittsburgh like a week or two and did some work with what was then called Kelly Services, which is a temporary workplace you could go to at that time back in the 70s and get a few days of work. So I had a little more money. And then I started back out to the west. And I was on the road for X amount of time. I can't remember how long. It seems like a long time, months. It seems like months. And I probably started out in the spring because I had just dropped out of Bowling Green State. So I might have been on the road. I imagine that I was on the road most of the summer, but I don't think it's true. I think I was only on the road 2 or 3 weeks, and then I just went wherever the the drivers who picked up hitchhikers would go, and that meant in this case I went to Phoenix, and I was in Phoenix for a year and a half. So yeah, and I'll tell you all about growing up in Ohio and my biological mother who died when I was 2, and what it was like to live in Phoenix and all that. There's lots and lots to be told. So, all right, you guys take care. Talk to you soon. Talk to you soon.